Gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Oh, we got some straightening to do this evening. We got some cooking to do, gentlemen. We got some cooking to do. While you guys coming on in, make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever we go live. And if you want to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. Your support goes a long way. I appreciate everybody that's a member of the channel and everybody that's been tapping in with your boy. So guys, as we've been it's been a lot of things that have been going around this KARMELO Anthony's trial, especially regarding this Judge Roach, and the district attorney, Greg Willis. But what a lot of people fail to understand, right, when it comes to these white supremacists and these crooked judges and these crooked DAs, they always got some skeletons in their closets. They already got some skeletons in their closet. It always happened. I'm not surprised. Salute, family. Salute. Salute, Black Rap. Salute. Salute, guys. We are back. But like I was saying, the district attorney, Greg Willis, that was on the KARMELO Anthony's case and the Judge Roach, they got some skeletons in their closet. And it makes a lot of sense why they tried to make sure that they had a speedy trial. This trial happens in 5 days. They had no media. Right? No black media. Nobody knew what was going on in the courtroom because they wanted to cover up their tracks. So I'm finna get ready to play you guys this video of District Attorney Greg Willis after he got sued for SA with people that he worked with. So let's play this video and let's see. This the guy that was standing in court trying to discredit KARMELO Anthony. And look at his background. I want you guys to pay attention to this. These are the people that's trying to tell us how bad KARMELO Anthony is, and he a thug, and he's a murderer, and he's a killer. This is what he got on his rap sheet.
The truth matters, and the truth is why we're here today, to make sure the truth is known. I have been unfairly attacked, and Jill and I feel compelled to set the record straight. You will notice today that I'm joined here by a number of female staff and prosecutors in my office. These women run our office and have worked with me for many years. They know who I am. They know my character. They have worked side by side with me as we have fought for justice. So on Halloween, the plaintiffs filed a federal lawsuit which made a series of false, defamatory, and outrageous claims against me and others.
Oh, really?
Including my first assistant, Bill Worski, and the entire Collin County Commissioner's Court.
Okay, just like the false claims that you put on KARMELO Anthony, trying to portray him as a murderer, those false claims? Oh, okay.
My first assistant, Bill Worski, and the entire Collin County Commissioner's Court. As I said then, these accusations are false. The things they allege simply did not happen.
Yeah, sure they did.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, thank you how you work. Oh, you are so wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'll see you around. Okay. All right. Sorry.
The plaintiff further claims that I was, quote, moaning aloud and groping her while gratifying myself. You just heard the recording. Did you hear me moan? Did you hear me make a noise of any kind? No, you didn't. In fact, what you did hear was the plaintiff telling me with an animated tone, quote, you are so wonderful. Thank you so much, and I will see you around, close quote. The truth is now clear for all to see. What she said in this lawsuit did not happen.
Oh, really?
It is a lie. It is false.
Okay, if it was a lie and if it was false, why did you settle $1.7 million outside of court then? Mr. What's this guy's name? Willis? Why did you settle? Why you didn't fight this in court? if you was innocent of these allegations of 6 women that came out in your office building, and all these white women that's standing behind you like they supporting you. Look at these white women. Look at their eyes. Look at their faces. All of these women are devils. They'll cover it up, especially for a check. White women are known to cover up the most degenerate shit that these white males do in their community. And these white men, over 7 to 8% of them do you know what against children, and these white women don't speak up. So you having all these white women behind you don't mean nothing.
Clear for all to see. What she said in this lawsuit did not happen.
Yeah, all right.
It is a lie. It is false. And now everyone can just see how false, defamatory, and outrageous these claims truly are. Today we're releasing to you 11 handwritten notes that she wrote to me personally thanking me for my support, leadership, and mentorship.
Yeah, but this the guy. This the guy that had our brother Carmelo Anthony on trial trying to portray him as a premeditated murderer that went to that track and field event to unalive Austin Metcalf. This guy that got accused of SA by 6 women, and he settled outside of court for 1.7 million. 1.7 million, but he want to make a press conference talking about it's false. So why you settled then, Greg? Why you didn't fight it? You know why you didn't fight it? Because you didn't want the real truth to come out. You didn't want the real truth to come out, so you hurry up and settled. Just like y'all did with this Carmelo Anthony case. Y'all made this case so fast and so quick and so swift. They even had it on Saturday to try to sweep Carmelo under the rug and keep it moving. So can nobody do no research on them and see what's going on? But this is public, Greg. We know what type of person you is. We know what type of person these white men is. And you can have 1,000 white women behind you, Greg. That doesn't mean that you are innocent, dude.
The Collin County District Attorney came out swinging today against a lawsuit accusing him of sexual harassment.
Sexual
Flanked by
harassment.
staff members and his family, he presented what he calls evidence, proof the allegations he says are false. Fox 4's Blake Hansen with more. Blake.
Yeah, Heather, this case has not yet gone to court. Instead, the district attorney called a news conference to defend himself to the public. In the courthouse where his office prosecutes cases, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis presented evidence of a different sort.
I have been unfairly attacked, and Jill and I feel compelled to set the record straight.
This the guy right here who got Carmelo Anthony convicted on first-degree murder. This guy with a rap sheet like this. This guy with a track record like this. This guy that got a history of sexually harassing women. 6 women done sued him and they won. And he still got his job. And he thinking having all these dusty ass white women behind him means that he's speaking the truth. These women don't do nothing but lie. These Karens don't do nothing but lie. They love covering up the degenerate shit that these white men do. I'm going to keep repeating this. Over 70% of white men is convicted in this country of you know what against children. Over 70%. Shout out to our good brother Tim Tebow. That's on the front foot of this movement of trying to expose these white men. But this is the guy that they had as the prosecutor in the Carmelo Anthony trial. This is what he's been accused of, and he also lost in this lawsuit.
Flanked by his wife, as well as female staff and prosecutors, Willis responded to a lawsuit filed late last month in which several current and former employees accuse him of sexual harassment. The lawsuit also says his first assistant attorney, Bill Worski, created a toxic workplace.
These accusations are false.
Really?
The things they allege simply did not happen. The truth is that the citizens of Collin County deserve better.
Although the lawsuit is 75 pages, Willis focused on a handful of specific allegations, including a former prosecutor who said during an exit interview,
his lawsuit is 75 pages. This sick individual got the nerve to sit in front of us and try to tell us and lecture us how bad Carmelo Anthony is. And you got allegations of sexually harassing women in your workplace.
Willis proceeded to give her a full frontal hug while her arms were stiff beside her body. He rubbed her lower back with his hands and pressed her breasts against him.
And you know why? And let me go back and show you. This is what the woman alleged, right? And we heard Trump say, we can just grab him by the... Yeah, they like it when you just grab them by the... That's what these white men think, that they can just brush up on women any type of way. They can touch women any type of way, and it's fine because they're a white man.
Hands and pressed her breasts against him. Willis played audio he recorded of the meeting, showing the woman asking for the hug.
I'll send you a hug. Oh, you are so wonderful. Thank you so much. And I'll see you around.
The truth is now clear for all to see. What she said in this lawsuit did not happen.
So why you settle then, Greg? Why you settle? Why you just didn't see it through? Why you didn't fight this case? Why you didn't fight this lawsuit? Why did you settle for $1.7 million? They settled for $1.7 million, and we gonna go through the case. But here's my thing. Do Greg even have the audacity to stand up in front of us and tell us how bad Carmelo Anthony is? And he a thug and he a murderer, and convict him of first degree murder when he got a background like this? How do he even have a job? How is he able to stand in court and tell us who the bad guy is when he's the bad guy? He's the bad guy. He can't keep his hands off women. But he want to have a press conference talking about how innocent he is, right? We telling you how innocent Carmelo Anthony is. Oh, he not innocent. We going to charge him with first degree murder. We're going to have 21 witnesses come to the stands and get them and have them make up false stories about Carmelo Anthony. And it's always with these district attorneys and these Republican judges. They always got something in their laptop, their emails. They doing something with minors. They doing something criminal. But he still got a job.
It is a lie. It is false. And now everyone can just see how false, defamatory, and outrageous these claims truly are.
And he know how it feels now. Because that's how we feel when we said that Carmelo Anthony was innocent, right? All the shit that you said about Carmelo Anthony in that courtroom was false. He was a straight A student, never been in trouble, captain of his football team, don't have a criminal record, but you try to portray him as a thug.
Also shared letters written by some of the plaintiffs that he says were unsolicited and praise him. And his representatives published a website called CollinCountyTruthFiles.com with those letters and the audio.
So are we to believe that in the same year where she claimed I harassed her 3 different times, at the end of that year she says that I served as an inspiration to her and helped her to be the best version of herself every day?
Or maybe you was scaring her, right? That's probably why she said that, because you was groping her. You was in position of power, right? You had authority over her, so she was scared of you because you was a degenerate in that office. Like most of you white males. That's why y'all so out of control right now. Because the white women don't want y'all. So y'all try to force yourselves on these women.
Susan Hutchison is an attorney for the plaintiffs.
That is actually something that we have pleaded in the complaint, was that he required incessant flattery and gratitude, and he berated those who wouldn't give it to them.
Hutchison says the evidence presented...
Whoa, let me go back. This is the lawyer of the plaintiff, of the women, right, that sued him for $1.7 million, and they won. So I don't want to hear no press conference about it's false, Greg, and you innocent when you didn't fight this case. You didn't even take it to court. He settled outside of court, gentlemen. Mr. Greg Willis, the prosecutor in the KARMELO Anthony's case, this guy didn't even take it to court, but he come talking about he innocent and it's false. Prove it. Why you didn't prove it? Why you didn't prove it that these women was lying to you? Because you know that those women was telling the truth, Greg. And you a demon. And you're not a good guy. So what you got to say about our good brother KARMELO is null and void. We don't give a damn. This is what you sick white men do. And y'all try to cover it up. Look at that white woman right behind her. Right behind him. Look at her eyes. Look at everybody's eyes behind them. They know what's up, but they have to hide it. They have to mask it. They got to keep it in the circle. They got to stay on code because he's cutting the checks. He's the authority figure in this office. And one thing white women good at is hiding shit under the rug when it comes to these white men and their white male children.
Susan Hutchison is an attorney for the plaintiffs.
That is actually something that we have pleaded in the complaint, was that he required incessant flattery and gratitude, and he berated those who wouldn't give it to them.
Hutchison says the evidence presented proves nothing.
I thought it was very bizarre that he would take the stance that he's cleared his name by cherry picking out a couple of paragraphs when there are over 150 paragraphs of allegations and 6 different people, several of whom he didn't even address.
She also points to the full audio posted to Willis's website but not played at the news conference. It features the employee telling Willis about sexual harassment and abuse she experienced while working in the district attorney's office.
I just don't want to leave on this very sour note, but there are many examples, and not just from me. But I think everyone's kind of afraid to say anything.
Judge, will you allow this issue to go to court so you can have everything laid out?
Willis did not answer questions.
Oh, so he don't want to answer no question. That was a great question by that reporter. Are you going to take this to court, Greg Willis, to get your name clear and state the facts and not just do a press conference with a bunch of Karens behind you and you just walk off? Are you going to go to court? No, he didn't go to court. The attorney said it was over 150 paragraphs of 6+ women complaining about his behavior in that office. And he did not take it to trial. I wonder why. Mr. Innocent Man.
Proves nothing.
I thought it was very bizarre that he would take the stance that he's cleared his name by cherry picking out a couple of paragraphs when there are over 150 paragraphs of allegations and 6 different people, several of whom he didn't even address.
She also points to the full audio posted to Willis's website but not played at the news conference. It features the employee telling Willis about sexual harassment and abuse she experienced while working in the district attorney's office.
I just don't want to leave on this very sour note, but there are many examples, and not just from me. But I think everyone's kind of afraid to say anything.
Judge, will you allow this issue to go to court so you can have everything laid out?
Willis did not answer questions.
Of course he didn't want to answer no question because he know he guilty, right? he know he guilty. That's why he settled outside of court for $1.7 million. So what was the point, Mr. Greg Willis, of you doing this press conference telling us how innocent you is? Why you didn't take these women to court if they was lying? I don't want to hear, I just want to get this out the way. Hell no, I ain't getting this out the way. This is my reputation. We finna fight this. You're going to have to show me proof. And as you guys heard in this audio, this young lady said, oh, it's many other women that experienced it. They just too afraid to speak out. Listen to this part.
Attorney's office.
I just don't want to leave on this very sour note, but there are many examples, and not just from me. But I think everyone's kind of afraid to say anything.
She said many other women are afraid to say anything. Look at all these white women that work with him. You think they ain't experienced this? Look at their faces. But they have to stay on code, right? Because you never know what Greg Willis got on them. So a lot of them just got to turn the eye. They got to turn, they got to act like they don't know nothing. See no evil. right? But this reporter asked him a good question right here. Listen to this.
Judge, will you allow this issue to go to court so you can have everything laid out?
Willis did not answer questions.
Mr. Willis, this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. This like they credibility, the judge credibility, the prosecutor credibility. These the guy that had our young brother life in their hand. They try to portray KARMELO as a demon, as a thug, when he had settled out of court $1.7 million, which is crazy. All right, now let's get to the judge, Judge Roach. He did an interview after this case, which is crazy. You don't really
say it was a trial.
You don't really see judges do interviews after trials and after cases like this. And this is very suspicious, but I want you guys to pay attention to what this judge said in this short clip in this interview.
You could say it was a trial unlike any other, but it means more coming from the judge who's presided many trials over 20 years.
I'll take it.
Judge John Roach.
Every time.
What he said when assigned this murder trial, where a jury convicted KARMELO Anthony and sentenced him 35 years. The judge tells us they prepped for this trial 8 months out.
And I know I made people mad, but I'm not here to make them happy either.
The decision
of course
to not allow cameras or streaming was questioned by journalists, even the public. The fight for limited public seats turned into lines as early as 2 in the morning.
Yes, it was an easy decision, and I'll tell you why. My primary goal in any case is to make sure that the defendant and the prosecution gets a fair trial.
That's false. KARMELO Anthony did get a fair trial. You made sure, Judge Roach, that he didn't get a fair trial from striking out all those black people that were supposed to be on his jury. Then he didn't get a jury of his peers. You didn't allow no media, and you made up this false narrative talking about I don't want no media in here because I don't want to persuade the judges and attorneys and all that. No, y'all was so secretive of this trial. It's ridiculous. I have never seen a trial so secretive of this. These are not children anymore. KARMELO is 19. Metcalf is 19. There's no sexual things going on in this trial where you can't show us no video, nothing. Where's the video, Judge Roach? Why you putting gag orders? Now y'all stopping people from viewing the video. You a liar, and you know it. But it's gonna come back to bite you, Judge Roach. We coming for you, sir.
Period.
Judge Roach says he was aware of all the noise outside the courthouse. It was his job to make sure it didn't affect the jury and what happened inside. Did the jury get it right?
Yeah, they did. You know why? Because they were picked based upon the law.
No, they weren't.
They listened to the facts. They happened here in this very courtroom, and they got a verdict.
The judge says Collin County should be the model for handling high-profile cases.
As long as I follow the law, I sleep well at night. I don't think it's my job to feed social media or the media.
So if it's not your job to feed social media or the media, why you doing the interview? Who told you to do an interview? This is bad practice of you, right? And I hope KARMELO Anthony's new attorneys use this, because why is this judge talking about this case? There is no need for you to do an interview. It's like you trying to save face. You trying to make it seem like you done everything right. No, you didn't, Judge. No, you didn't. You know this is about to come down on you. That's why you did this interview and trying to clear your space, because you ain't done no interview in no other case. I sleep good at night. We know you sleep good at night. You slept real good at night railroading our young brother. But we filed for appeal, and we coming for the district attorney, and we coming for you, Judge Roach. You're not getting out of this. You're not. Y'all thought y'all gonna have a 5-day trial and hurry up and get this over with. Nobody can. You selecting who can come into the court. No media. You put gag orders on people. The public can't see the video. We still can't see the goddamn video. The trial is over. KARMELO Anthony is convicted, and we still can't see the damn video. But this judge want to say, "Oh, I sleep good at night." We know you do.
County should be the model for handling high-profile cases.
As long as I follow the law, I sleep well at night. I don't think it's my job to feed social media or the media.
We ended our interview asking about his brief interactions with the now convicted Carmelo Anthony.
He seems like a nice young man who committed a crime. And he understands today, more than any day before today, the consequences of committing a crime like he did.
This will be Judge Roach's last big murder trial. His service ends in 6 months, but he will preside over 1 or 2 more murder trials before then and apply these same standards.
The parking lot won't be full. The gallery won't be full of people watching the case, but we still have somebody who's died and someone accused of doing the killing.
In Collin County.
Bro, just imagine the judge after the murder case sitting down doing an interview like he looking for clout. Like just this is so unprofessional. This has to be illegal for a judge to do this. Ain't nobody asked for an interview from this judge. This dude is a demon. He's a devil, and he know it. But he trying to convince us that he sleep good at night because he following the law. No, you didn't, Judge. We know y'all didn't follow the law in this case. That's why you made sure you did it so fast. That's why that jury came out with a verdict less than 3 hours. That's why you push it to happen on a Saturday so you can hurry up and get this case out your county. No, we on your neck. We ain't letting this go. We talking about this every fucking day until Carmelo come home. Y'all think y'all finna get away with what y'all did, Judge Roach? You out of your mind. We are covering all y'all skeletons that y'all got going on in that county. So you can come out here and try to save face by doing an interview, talking about you followed the law, you did this. Man, stop it. You ain't fooling no goddamn body. We know exactly what y'all was doing with our good brother Carmelo Anthony. You ain't fooling nobody. Sick to my stomach even looking at this fool.
I asked our community to ignore all the noise and instead be level-headed and patient as the process worked.
Well.
Make sure you guys smash that like button.
Mr. Greg Willis, looks like you've got a fucking poorly developed sexual nature and have a history of harassing women. And, in fact, you got sued. And you know who shows up in the lawsuit? Oh, Bill Worski. Yeah, a whole lawsuit that you guys settled for $1.75 million.
$1.75 million.
What was going on over at that district attorney's office that you guys ran? or are still running somehow?
Yep.
The Collin County District Attorney's Office is supposed to be a principled law enforcement unit that exhibits irreproachable workplace ethics and a steadfast commitment to equal protection under the law. Sounds honorable. Instead, as set forth in this complaint, District Attorney Greg Willis treats many female employees as objects that, without their consent, must gratify his sexual impulses and personal vanity, while First Assistant Bill Worski runs the office as a crass fraternity complete with systemic hazing of county's attorneys, investigators, and staff. Sounds like some fucking disgusting motherfuckers, huh?
Yep. Just like all those white people, specifically white men, in that Epstein's file, right? The government got access to the Epstein's file. They got it. It's on their desk. They know the names. They know who in it. 0 people has been arrested. 0 people. All white people. White men, white women, all of them is in the Epstein files. Nobody doing nothing about it. Nobody going to jail.
They are. And you can read the rest of the complaint. Don't worry. Because, hey, where's the girl that... I know I'm not a lawyer. Yeah, I think I need your name. But, yeah, when you file lawsuits, they normally take time. This one didn't because they tried to fucking bury it. got filed in October 2022. Not shit really went on until they settled this motherfucker nice and quiet. They didn't want you guys to know.
Yep.
Because I bet they're Christians too, right?
They are.
Good old Christian boys. Now you guys must think like, oh, okay. Well, this matters legally. Yeah. And see, I told you motherfuckers I'm a dog when it comes to this shit. And how this might affect KARMELO's trial. Because it does. So we threw together a little update to the Batson challenge because this conduct actually goes specifically to why the 3 black jurors were stricken unconstitutionally, by the way. Why do we know that? Why is there a presumption of that? Exhibit number A, Your Honor.
And not only that, the case was originally in Dayton County. Did you guys know that? This case was actually in Dayton County. I hope I'm saying it right. And then they moved it to Collin County. Why did they move it? What was the purpose? Would Collin County like to inform us?
So we just updated the Batson challenge in and of itself. And now we got this totality of circumstances coming in. Yeah. See, I told you guys, these attorneys on here just can't say anything. They can't engage in this type of conduct, bro. They're regulated by the American Bar Association. I have no idea how a complaint didn't get filed against this motherfucker. His license should have been suspended. He should have been admonished. There should have been something. Right. But instead they used your taxpayer dollars down there in Texas to cover it the fuck up. And then have this bitch-ass clown come out here like he's just a good old boy, representing your guys' community as a fucking misogynistic piece of shit. And, we have the lawsuit information in there now because now you actually can show racially motivated, improper, preemptory challenges that likely violates Batson and Miller L, the controlling standard. So now we have the prosecuting attorney's documented history of discriminatory conduct is relevant background evidence in the analysis. Pause to read if you'd like. Yeah. We're coming. We're coming.
Yeah, we coming for that.
And I told you motherfuckers.
Yeah,
I do
brother.
not play with this shit at all. And why is it always you motherfuckers, bro? It's always you motherfuckers, dude. The same fucking clowns, dude. All you motherfuckers are the same, dude. We could just assume at this point. That's not even a bias, bro. It's almost facts. So, yep. This issue in and of itself could get a new trial. Thanks, Bill.
Yeah, they cook, bro. They are cooked. I'm telling you, gentlemen, the reason why they made this trial so quick and swift, 5 days, that's all it took to sentence KARMELO Anthony to 35 years. That's all it took. No video evidence. Selecting certain people that can come into the courtroom. It was very quiet, very secretive. They only allow white media to come in and come back out with their white lies, not telling us the truth, trying to paint the narrative because they didn't want all this to come out. See, all of this is going to get exposed in this new trial and this appeal. Oh, we going to get this new trial. We going to see, they fucked up. Greg Willis know he fucked up. Judge Roach knew he messed up. That's why he came out and did this little interview to try to make it seem like he was fair in this case, because there was no need for the judge to come out and do a whole 30-minute interview. Oh no, we coming, and it's always them that got sexual harassment allegation. It's always these white men.
So, hey, everybody. So some old allegations are resurfacing against the prosecutors in the KARMELO Anthony trial, and not everybody's super happy about it because it's a bit shocking. And I found allegations against the judge too, Judge John Roach. So let's talk about all these allegations. So first, Collin County District Attorney Greg Willis. In 2022, he was accused of several instances of sexual harassment.
Guys, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, become a member to support the channel, link in the description or link in the bio. This is the hottest show on YouTube. Let's get it. Smash that like button.
Misconduct, workplace misconduct by 6 different people who worked at the district attorney's office. Bill Worski.
Yeah, I seen it, Black.
If I said his name wrong, my bad. But he was the lead prosecutor in the Carmelo Anthony trial. He's also been the one that's been pushing the narrative of this case is not about race, this case is not about race. And if you don't know a lot about the Carmelo Anthony trial, race has become an issue because Carmelo Anthony is black and Austin Metcalf is white. So Worski is accused of, quote, unfettered access to the misdemeanor and felony divisions, and that he was able to treat his subordinates however he wants. And in a letter sent to Mr. Willis about the misconduct Worski was exhibiting, one of the workers said, I will submit that no one currently in your office is going to communicate to you regarding Bill's behavior, his temper, or his bullying of the ADAs, which are assistant district attorneys, I believe. His conduct is intentional, intimidating, and pervasive. But in 2023, according to WFAA, the Collin County District Attorney's Office settled with the 6 plaintiffs and gave them $1.5 million. Now, I don't know if that money went to one person or if it was dispersed amongst all 6 of them. The district attorney said in a statement, the 6 plaintiffs amended their lawsuit, retracting the allegations of sexual harassment and sexual misconduct, retracting all allegations against the court members, and retracting the allegations against the district attorney and the first assistant district attorney. So another assistant district attorney, she accused Greg Willis, the district attorney, again, of asking if she dreamt about him, asked her about her dating life, hugged her and like felt her breasts, felt her up, accused him of like trying to invite himself over to her house multiple times. One of the Jane Does in the lawsuit says the same thing, but mind you, after the settlement, all of that was taken out of the lawsuit. Let's talk about the judge. Judge John Roach. So he's been presiding over Collin County since 2000.
This is the judge, right, that I just played. Coming out doing interviews, talking about that he not trying to appease the media and do all these different things, but you out here doing interviews, right? But your history ain't squeaky clean, Judge Roach.
Also, Greg Willis has been presiding as district attorney since 2011. His term ends this year. I believe Judge Roach is running again for re-election right now. But the judge, according to the 14th Court of Appeals, he was accused of exploiting his position as a judge to make a profit. He, according to the filing, he and his wife wrote a book called Divorce in Peace, which promoted keeping divorce proceedings out of the court and promoted buying Roach's book. They also established a referral service for people going through divorce to seek like legal help and stuff. The other thing that's kind of a conflict of interest is if these people were in Collin County, he would be the judge that would likely preside over the divorce proceeding. I reached out to all 3 of these guys. I haven't heard back from any of them. I don't think anything will change in the Carmelo Anthony case, but I think bringing these lawsuits and things to light, it's good to know, especially in an election year, who you're voting for, who's
they crooked down here in Collin County. That's why they wanted their case down there. That's why they wanted their case moved from Dane County to Collin County, because they are crooks down there. They got the DA, the district attorney, the prosecutor, and sexual harassment allegations. They got sued for $1.7 million. And I want the Collin County people that's in the community. That's what you paying for. You pay for these prosecutors and these DAs to go inside their offices and abuse their authority. Judge Roach abuse his authority by trying to use his position for profit. And they said, you know what? We need to convict Carmelo Anthony. We need to take it to the crookedest county that we can to make it fast and swift. Because if it turns over, if it goes sour, they already crooks down there. They already got a bad history, a bad rap of sexual harassment, malpractice, doing bad business, right? Manipulating the system, trying to get over on people. So Carmelo Anthony case was the perfect case for Collin County. It was.
So Judge John Roach Jr. going out and giving an interview and talking about the Carmelo Anthony case after the case is a problem. I think it's a problem because it shows that he just has some judgment issues, no pun intended. He shouldn't be talking about a case, even if it's after the case. You look at what happened with the Murdaugh case in South Carolina and how that case got thrown out because the clerk of court, who didn't even make any type of judicial rulings, she wrote a book about it. And so that was the very basis that gave the Murdaugh person a new trial.
That's crazy. The judge wrote a book about the trial, bro. Wrote a book. I have never seen a judge do an interview after a trial. This dude was sitting down doing an interview like he done won an Oscar or something. Like, what was the point of him sitting down doing the interview, answering questions about this case? What was the reason? Have you guys in the chat ever seen a judge do this before? I have never, even in these high profile cases, let's just take the Diddy case. We didn't see the judge sit down and do an interview and talk about Diddy. And did he write the right decision to convict Diddy in 4 years and sentence him to 4? We didn't see nobody do this. And I don't know if you guys remember, Carmelo Anthony had a black woman as his judge at first, right? Because his bond was at $1 million. She lowered it down to $250,000. And I think they removed her because of it. I don't know if that's true or not. But I feel like that's the reason, because he had a black judge. And then all of a sudden she just disappeared.
As a result of that. So that's just the potential relationship and the appearance of impropriety, all that. I think that is probably, based on what we know, the weaker of the two major grounds that I see for appeal right now. I think there are a lot of evidentiary issues that I'm not privy to, but I think the jury composition is deeply problematic. The judge had some control over that with respect to how to guide the voir dire and how it was conducted. I think that there are major issues with that. And I think the fact that there were no black jurors is a major problem. From a fairness standpoint, the fact that the prosecutor excluded the 3 jurors, and he did so on the grounds that they were teachers, yet allowed a white teacher, someone who was similarly situated except a different race, to sit. So that is a major problem. But the judge going out, giving the interviews, does not help the situation for the verdict standing.
I'm glad he done it, though. At the same time, I'm glad that Judge Roach went out there and did all this. I'm glad they background is coming up with the district attorney, right? And the prosecutor with their history, their background with sexual harassing women, and the judge with his malpractice and coming out doing interviews. Like, what the fuck? But thank you, though, Judge Roach. We need this for the appeal. I'm glad y'all out here crashing out. Thank you.
I think there's a decent chance, and it's always hard to tell, it depends on the appellate panel, that the case will get sent back for a new trial in a larger place, a place that has jurors of a jury of the peers of the person who was convicted. And I think that, that's only fair, quite frankly, I don't think it was a fair trial. I don't think it was a jury.
Of course it wasn't a fair trial.
Carmelo Anthony's peers.
We know that this wasn't a fair trial. We not stupid. I did a live stream the day that they picked those jurors. I said, yeah, Carmelo is cooked, bro. The play is in. The fix is in. Once the judge announced that he's not allowing no media inside the court, I said, okay. Some courts do that. They don't allow media in there. Okay, but I still didn't understand it. Then I seen the all-white jurors, and please stop telling me it ain't all white because some Indians was in there. These people identify as white. It's an all-white juror. I don't want to hear nothing of no people of color. Them Indians are white people. Once I seen the juror, and not only that, they not even showing us the video. They not even showing us the video. I said, oh yeah, the fix is in. You got a racist Republican judge that's up for re-election, a racist prosecutor and a DA that got sexual harassment allegations. I said, oh, the fix is in. They finna railroad Carmelo Anthony. Everything was so quick, so fast. I have never seen a trial move this fast, this quick, especially a high profile case like this. But we already knew. But these the main ones talking about it ain't about race. It's not about race. This whole case was about race. Stop it.
Yeah, man, it's he deserves to rot in prison for the rest of his life. It was a savage killing, no self-defense.
A savage killing. Dude got poked one time. That's a savage killing. A savage killing. Austin got poked one time, and Carmelo ran. And y'all out here calling this a savage killing. Like he done poked him 4 or 5 times, like the other white boy that I showed y'all that did to that Mexican boy. He actually premeditated his murder and got 10 years. Y'all just mad that Austin Metcalf didn't get the chance to unalive Carmelo Anthony. That's why y'all so mad. That's why y'all racist white people out there mad. Because Carmelo Anthony won. And Austin didn't get a chance to unalive him.
If they want to make it about race, like they always do, we can do that.
Look at him.
It's about race for him too. Watch this.
I think we came out on top with this one. What brought you out
You
here?
came out on top? How you come out on top? Austin ain't here no more.
Today, why do you feel like this is an important verdict for us?
Yeah. This, in my opinion, this is the front lines, man. This is where the future happens. With all this stuff, all this race stuff, all this, blacks killing the whites.
Exactly what I said. It's about race. Stop playing into the narratives. You
Right.
dumb black people that's trying to run to these Edomites as charged, trying to run and defend them. It's about race for them. They fighting to stay on top.
Right.
You see, a few posts ago, I just told y'all that it's bigger than Carmelo Anthony.
But the thing is, a lot of these white dudes and white women, they fantasize about that it's some blacks out here targeting whites, killing unaliving white people. When we know the facts here, right? Because I know they very low IQ, guys, right? They very low IQ. So I'm going to try to make it very simple for them. Over 86% of their unalivings is by the hands of other white people. 80% of their unalivings is by the hands of other white people. But this fantasy in their head is that it's a bunch of black people out there unaliving white people. It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy in his head. They don't see this nowhere. You see news articles. You see stories. This is not happening in real life. But you have to push out your racism, your anti-blackness. But all you cowards doing on the line is just running y'all mouth, talking about y'all want a civil war. Y'all don't want that smoke. Because here's my thing. If y'all out here advocating for a civil war to go against us, what the fuck y'all waiting on? Get it popping. I'm tired of y'all coming online, keep talking about it. Get it started.
Carmack Belton and Sandra Bland and Tamir Rice and so on and so forth. It's bigger than that, all right? It's to let black people know you will not be allowed to harm us, although we can harm you.
Right.
Once again, Zechariah chapter 11, verse 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich, and their own shepherds pity them not. Let me show you what it means when it says their own shepherds pity them not.
My son didn't intend to hurt anyone.
There was no innocent until proven guilty. He was already guilty.
They are delusional. Look at the shirt that he's wearing. It says, believe Carmelo. Believe what? He hasn't said anything. He didn't take the stand. Believe his silence? Believe your t-shirt? This is illogical. They create these echo chambers where you can have all of your delusional thoughts confirmed. He didn't want to harm anybody. He didn't want to kill Austin Metcalf. Your son brought a knife to a high school track.
And that right there is what the Bible means when it says their own shepherds pity them not. We die, we go to jail, no one cares, not even our own. A young white man died.
What's so crazy is they keep bringing up that he brought a knife to a track meet. Again, for the short bus people, right? Because I know y'all hanging y'all hat on this. He brought a knife to the track meet. I get it. That's y'all gotcha, because y'all really don't have nothing to stand on right now. Right? Y'all crashing out, y'all honking out, y'all chimping out. So what he brought a knife to the track meet? What that mean? It's not illegal. You know why that's not illegal? Pay attention, right? And I know it's hard for you guys to understand this because y'all low IQ. He did not get charged with bringing a knife to the track event. I repeat, he did not get charged with bringing a knife to the track event. You know why? You know why, students? Because it wasn't illegal. If it was illegal, that would have been piled up on top of his charges. How many times do we? That's why I said it'd be pointless of arguing with these people in the comment section. It'd be pointless of having discussions and debates. They be trying to help debate. They out here reaching out to me trying to debate me. I don't want to debate you. What the? You a low IQ individual. You a low IQ Neanderthal. I have nothing to debate you about because I can tell you about facts, statistics, data. You don't care nothing about understanding. It's all about your narrative. Carmelo had every right to have a knife on him, a multi-tool. The blade was like 3.5 inches. He poked Austin one time. Y'all act like he stabbed him 6 times. Y'all hanging y'all head on this. It doesn't matter that he brought a knife to the track meet. You fucking degenerates.
Judge John Roach Jr. did this interview. On top of that, I need the people in Collins County that look like me to know that his seat will be vacant at the end of 2026. He's retiring. And while it's very rare for judges to come out right after a verdict and give an interview, there's not an explicit law that prevents judges from speaking out. The Texas Code of Judicial Conduct states that judges should avoid making public statements that could manifest bias or impair the fairness of a case. Judge John Roach Jr. has prepped for this trial for 8 months, but it took 5 days to deliberate. He shut down any other hearing taking place in that courthouse.
Primary goal in any case is to make sure that the defendant and the prosecution gets a fair trial, period. I have seen from other cases around the country where cameras in the courtroom changed the way that the judge acted, the lawyers acted, some of the witnesses acted, and we were not going to have that here.
Surely that's not the only reason you was running scared from the media. The
Right.
mama did interviews, Jeff McCaff did interviews, Hunter did interviews, and now you're doing interviews, but you didn't want cameras inside this courthouse. I call
Exactly.
bullshit. You happen to not notice that Jeff McCaff was sitting in the audience, nodding and signaling to witnesses as they were testifying.
He knew that. He saw all that. I told you guys the play was in. The fix was in. It was hard to admit it for a lot of you people, right? I just came out and said, I said, guys, listen to me. We know Carmelo is innocent. We know that he defended himself. But when we see the patterns that they was taking to make sure that they railroad Carmelo, I said, oh, they about to find him guilty. They about to find him guilty. They going out their way. The judge closed down every court hearing in that courthouse. Why? He didn't want nothing to leak. He didn't want no secret recordings. He didn't want none of that going on. He kept this trial so secretive that it was crazy. No releasing of the video. Gag orders. No jury of his peers. They switched counties. But you talking about he got a fair trial? And y'all trying to railroad our brother Carmelo with this fake narrative that y'all going around running with? See, they can't talk about his history, gentlemen. See, what they want to do is talk about Carmelo history. But they can't. Straight A student, come from a 2-parent household, no criminal history, worked 2 jobs, saved somebody from drowning, captain of the football team, was get ready to go to college and get scholarships. So they can't talk about that. You know, that's what they like to do. And that's what we giving them back. That's why we talking about the prosecutor background, his history of sexual harassment charges, Judge Roach, right? Abusing his authority to make profit. And it's not working out for them. And now he's coming out doing interviews.
In your precious court, very contradictory.
Not at all.
So I have to ask, do you have a personal relationship with the Metcalfs?
I wouldn't know Mr. Metcalf prior to this trial if he walked up to me and said hello. I don't know the Metcalfs. I sympathize with the Metcalfs and what they've been through and all, but I don't know them personally. Never have.
Was it the prosecutor that was seen on the photo with Jeff McCaff and not the judge? I cannot put my fucking finger on it, but there is a reason why this judge is sitting in front of the cameras now. This is the same judge that dismissed 3 black jurors. Some folks that was there said that Judge John Roach Jr. was leading the prosecutors. How is that fair? It's something about this judge coming right after the verdict to defend his actions inside of his courtroom.
That's crazy.
That is very, very rare.
You never see that. I want you to see, we smart over here. I'm not really talking about, the black people over here, because I know y'all get it. I'm really talking to the low IQ white America out there. I'm talking about y'all. This guy is coming out trying to defend himself like, damn, judge, ain't nobody accuse you of nothing. You out here defending yourself without, whoa, judge, why is you doing an interview? Do you feel guilty about something? Why are you trying to explain to us that you was following the law? Okay. If you followed the law, why the hell is you telling us? Just go to your next case. But something compelled him to say, like, I got to get out here and do an interview. Because I know what I did by railroading Carmelo Anthony. I got to jump in front of it. Because black people they gonna spot out the bullshit. They gonna see it. They're going to come from my history. They're going to come from my district attorney history. They're going to come from the prosecutor. They're going to come from the way I'm conducting this trial. Made sure that it was less than a week. I'm going to give him an all-white juror. I'm going to switch districts. And then he coming out talking about he sleep good at night. While our good brother got sentenced to 35 years and he said that was the jury made the right decision. Exactly, Reloaded. Facts. Facts. His name Roach. Like, that's crazy.
Right now complaining online that they have filed their FOIA. That's the Freedom of Information Act.
Yep.
It's a request that you can put in to request certain information from the courts.
Yep.
They said that this court is blocking it, or at least they're delaying it. So fair my ass.
Right. They actually blocking, right? When you go fill out a FOIA at a public entity, right, you can get the video surveillance, you can get public records, you can get salaries, names of the people that work in this building, video footage. That's why those people that saw the video, everybody's story was the same. Carmelo Anthony got jumped by 4 boys. Judge Roach made sure that we did not see that video. Why, Judge Roach? That's what that interviewer should have asked Judge Roach. You know why he didn't ask him that in that interview? And I just showed y'all 2 minutes of the interview. I seen the whole video, right? But he really wasn't saying nothing. He was giving vague answers and shit like that, you know, being PC. But the interviewer didn't ask him, hey, why you didn't release this video to the public so the people can see? Why? Even days after the trial, y'all making it difficult for people to even see the video now. Because it's a lot of people that's out there filing FOIA requests to see the video, right? I'm about to file me one this weekend. Because if they approve me to go see this video footage, I'm flying out there to Texas ASAP. Make sure you guys smash that like button. We got over 150 viewers. We need at least 100 likes. Come on now, stop hating watching. Smash that like button for me. Yeah, Judge Roach. We don't care nothing about you coming out doing all that. Nah, bro. You cooked.
Baby mamas running around with 8 kids so they can get EBT cards to feed you all.
Look at this clown.
You think I'm being racist? No, I'm being real. Oh, you've got more melanin than me. Ooh, so you get more in privilege.
Look where Austin got it from. Austin is no longer here because of his daddy. And I want you guys to understand this as well. If any of you white supremacists is in here, white America, if y'all listening, I haven't seen one of y'all hold Austin accountable for his actions. We are in this situation because of Austin's actions. If Austin would have minded his damn business, he would have still been alive. Carmelo Anthony would have been on his way to college playing football or running track with his family. But by him being raised, not even raised because Jeff Metcalf is a deadbeat. He didn't raise his son. His mother, they mother don't even like him. That's why you never see, she's actually grieving her son. See, Jeff Metcalf is not grieving his son. He's grifting off his son. Iverson said, I requested last night, just go to Collin County's Texas police records. I asked for transcripts and footage. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm doing that today. If they can't send it to me through email, I am going down there to Texas. I've been to Texas many times. I will be going down there and watch the footage. But again, Austin is no longer here because of his father and the racism that he was brought up. He was raised off racism. Listen to his father.
More entitlement? Because 400 years ago, someone actually sold you to us and we took you over here and put you to work. And then we had a civil war to free your ass.
Sir, black people fought in this civil war. That's how I know you dumb. See, Jeff Metcalf is upset because he's a drunk. He's a loser. He broke. He dusty. He looked like he's strung out off on drugs. He ain't got nothing popping. So he have to come to the internet and try to perform for the white conservative MAGA movement because Jeff is a low IQ individual. This is why the wife is... Have you guys paid attention to Austin parents? Austin and Hunter. Hunter ain't even been around a daddy. All these videos that y'all see, Jeff, he's walking around by himself. Real talk. Salute, Patrice. Appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Jeff is always by himself. The mother has distanced herself because Jeff failed his family. But he want to talk about black fathers. Jeff, you failed your son. If you would have raised your sons on principles and morals and love people that don't look like him, he would have still been alive. But you raised him off hatred. And I'm glad that you coming out on this racist rant. We need this for the appeal, Jeff. Right? You just gave us a lottery ticket. Thank you. So while they trying to run around like Austin was just this good kid, no, he wasn't. Look at his father.
Don't talk shit. Oh, I've been so oppressed. You couldn't even vote 1960.
Look at him. Drunk.
Look how far you've come. Look at all the free shit we give you.
What free stuff y'all give us? Jeff, majority of y'all is on government assistance. Jeff, it look like you need government assistance. You broke. The mother don't like you. She was never seen on video with you. She don't do interviews with you. She's not even doing interviews. She's grieving her son. But look at what you doing out here spreading hateful rhetoric towards black people. We not your problem, Jeff. You are your own problem. You self-destruct. You raised those boys off hatred and racism. And it was just a matter of time when somebody tested. And they ran up to my brother Carmelo, and he showed your son that we ain't to be played with, Jeff. And we know you ain't about that life. You fat, old, out of shape, broke, dusty, ain't got nothing going on. You projecting because you failed as a father. Because all Austin had to do, gentlemen, all Austin had to do was just mind his business. You mean to tell me you didn't raise your son to see somebody under a tent, it's pouring down raining, and just look at him and say, oh, it's cool, it's raining. He can sit there, it's no problem. He ain't hurt nobody. He ain't bothering nobody. He ain't causing no ruckus. But Austin sink this black boy sitting right there minding his business in the anti-black racism that you taught him and you embedded into him, right? Compelled him to go say something to Carmelo and put his hands on him, and y'all jumped him, both of your sons.
You're not oppressed. You're fucking entitled. You know what DEI stands for? Yeah. Means I don't have to be fucking qualified. I just have to be a certain color or race or gender.
Yeah, this that racist conservative talking points that he's doing right now. That's all that is. He's trying to perform for MAGA because he's trying to find him a place right now because Jeff mad that his son lost, right? He's mad that his son didn't get a chance to unalive our brother Carmelo Anthony. He realized that he failed those boys and he was a deadbeat father. He ruined their family. The mother hates him. The mother don't talk to him. The mother is not doing interviews because she know that they raised two devilish sons. That's why, Jeff. So you going on this rant. Instead of talking positive about Austin, you can't say nothing positive about your son. Every interview I hear you speak, Jeff, every TikTok live that you go on, Jeff, you talking about black people. Why you won't tell us how good of a son that Austin was growing up? Do you have anything good to say about your son? No, because your sons was animals. Your sons was bullies. And you know that. Now you trying to project onto us. We good. Our brother Carmelo still alive. We the grassroots, we still fighting. We gonna keep his name alive. We ain't letting this slide. We're not finna let y'all get away with railroading our brother like this. It's not gonna happen. Y'all gonna get tired of us talking about this. We gonna talk about this every day until the appeal. So get prepared, Jeff.
Whose broad ass idea was that? I'm gonna tell you right now. Charleston White, you think you're funny? We'll see who's laughing. Drew Anthony, you're a pussy and a coward, and you raised one. Kayla, you drunk bitch. What'd you do to that boy to make him stab somebody? My God, what kind of mother are you?
What kind of father is you? What kind of father of you raised a boy to go confront somebody sitting under a tent, minding his business, not hurt nobody, and putting his hands on him? What kind of father is you, Jeff? We can just look right here. You're unhealthy. You're fat. You're old, depressed. Women don't want you. You don't got a girlfriend. You don't got a wife. You're not around nobody that love you. That's why you got to sit on a TikTok live with Sarah Fields to try to feel some type of embrace by somebody. Because the mother won't no parts of you, Jeff. The family don't want no parts of you. That's why you got to go to Sarah Fields' TikTok lives to feel like something. Instead of talking to us, go tell your son Hunter to mind you, yeah, How I raised you, I failed you, Hunter. I raised you on racism. I raised you on hatred. And I apologize for that because I am a loser. I ruined our family. I ruined your mother. And I am the reason why your brother is in the ground. But instead of taking accountability as a man, as a father, he want to project. You're projecting. Guys, make sure you smash that like button. We got almost close to 300 viewers. We need them likes to at least be 175. Smash that like button for me. Right? I know we got a lot of hate watchers in there, but the people that's hearing me preach, smash that like button. Yeah, we got these boys out here mad. We ain't playing with them. We ain't playing with them. Jeff, you can do all the watermelon felon, black people. We was here. We put you in slavery. That's not going to bring your son back.
Hey, Kevin Hayes, you fucking liar. Day after it happened. How many lies did you sit and type up on your keyboard, you big keyboard warrior? You a big tough man. You still live in Baton Rouge? Talk, Mr. Squeaky Clean. You're the only one in your family without a damn record. I guess that's something to brag about in your culture. You people hang your hat on the dumbest shit I've ever seen. Y'all can let me make something racist up so y'all can go viral.
Go ahead,
I got a
Jeff.
new name for Mello.
What's his name?
Because he was such this little boy y'all were trying to portray. How about watermelon felon?
No, it's not that it's a boy that we trying to portray. Carmelo Anthony's track record speaks for itself. Straight A student, so y'all can't critique him on his educational level. He's an athlete. He wasn't running the streets. He had 2 jobs, which means he was contributing to society, paying taxes. He saved somebody's life. He put his life in danger and saved somebody from drowning. He never went to jail, never had encounters with the law. He was raised in a 2-parent household by 2 beautiful black parents. Yeah, we don't have to portray Carmelo as anything, right? His track record speaks for itself, and I know that's in you up because you didn't raise them. You was a deadbeat, Jeff. 2 degenerate sons. You had Austin and Hunter with some adolescent children that had father's issues because look at their father. He's fat. He's an incel. He don't get no box. Women don't want him. The mama don't want him. He's broke. He's dusty. He ain't got nothing. The apple don't fall far from the tree on this one. We can just tell it. We can just see it in 4K. Jeff, you're not fooling nobody. You're not fooling nobody because you're not crying. You're not grieving your son. You're not doing none of that. That's how I know you don't give a damn about that boy. White America don't give a damn about that boy. Why y'all lying to yourself like y'all care about this Metcalf boy? Y'all don't give a damn about him. These white racist people is just using this as an opportunity to spear their anti-black racism. That's all it is. Why didn't Carmelo just leave? I haven't heard one white, well, I ain't gonna say one white person. Some white people got sense, but I'm talking about the racist ones. Why y'all not holding Austin accountable for his actions? Y'all know we in this because of him.
That one strike you. I hope he enjoyed his first night in that cell last night. Because he's going to have many nights to think about what the fuck he did.
Yeah, and Austin going to have many centuries and eternities to think about what he did. Yep.
Tiffany Billions. I don't know what kind of glamour shot you steal from other people and put up on your profile, but it don't match to your fucking goddamn water buffalo looking ass when I saw you at the courthouse.
Yeah, y'all right, family. Like he wished that he had a family like the Anthony's family, right? 2 productive citizens, 3 children, no criminal record. He wished it.
Charleston White, you look like a fucking crackhead. Even though you got money, you're the only smart person around.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Look at him.
Ooh. You're a grifting piece of shit.
Oh, somebody in the chat. I got to read through who this is. Carter said he mad coughing Austin isn't coming back. He is mad, but let his own kick his ass. He's fighting the wrong fight. Exactly, bro. Austin kicked his ass, and Austin ain't walking through them doors anymore. Right? He raised 2 pieces of shit of a son. Austin was a piece of shit. Right? He is right next to Charlie Kirk, burning in hell.
Character says it all. I don't have to say.
Make sure you guys smash that like button. I know we got a lot of white supremacist haters up in here, right? I know we do. But make sure y'all smash that like button. This is the greatest show on YouTube. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, become a channel member so you can support the work we do over here. Let's get it.
A damn word. Your actions speak for themselves. Baby mamas.
And he talking about baby mamas, and he got a baby mama. This dude talking about baby mamas, and he got a goddamn baby mama. He got a baby mama. And let me show you the hypocrisy of Jeff Metcalf. Because I told you guys on the last stream the other day, right? During this trial, Jeff was trying to make it seem like it wasn't about race. This is not racism. I don't have no problem. He was trying to disown black people. Disown the racist conservative. I want you guys to watch this video.
Jeff, first of all, my entire heart rests in your hands. I would be in my position, not even as somebody even knew your son, but somebody that shares the same understanding. I grew up as a 17-year-old young white man too, and I grew up in fear of my life around black people because they were killing and robbing.
They love saying that. That's how you know they be lying. I'm sorry to pause it right here, but this right here always, like, it bothers me because they just lie, bro. They lie so fucking much. They sit up here talking about I grew up around black people and I was just fear of my life and they just commit so much crime. They have to repeat this false narrative in their mind about black people because they feel inferior, gentlemen. They feel inferior. They wish that they can be us. They wish they can have this melatonin skin. They wish that they can be strong, bigger, and faster like us. Creative like us. They wish they had the culture like us. That's why they have to put systems into place to try to undermine us. So now these white males, because white men are the victims in this country. Oh my God, they are the biggest crybabies in this country. The biggest cowards and crybabies in this country is white men. Jake Lane sitting up here talking about he grew up in fear of black people. This is a lie, Jake Lane. You just lying.
People around me all the time, and I don't understand as I was a father. You could sit idly by and not condemn the culture that killed your son. There is an epidemic problem in this country, and your voice could be one of the loudest voices in this country, but you've chosen to recoil out of fear and continue the suppression. Why will you not stand with me and with the rest of the people? We're not calling for racial divide. We're not calling for hatred. We're saying 350,000 attacks on white people by black people a year in this country is wrong.
That's
Why
false.
Can't you stand that and say with that? Maybe you can.
This dude said it's 375,000 attacks on white people from black people. Do y'all know it's roughly under 6,000 murders a year? Like what? Like these people are. But what y'all expect? These are a bunch of low IQ in it. You know how they like to talk about their IQ? Like they just sit up here and lie. It should be studied how much these people lie like this.
To be willing to stand by me in a
So Jake Lane calls Austin Metcalf's father, Jeff Metcalf. He's thinking he's about to be able to get him on the same page as him, right?
Shout out to Olivia Maya for the $2 super chat. Thank you so much. You ain't saying nothing. You just showed love. I appreciate that. Appreciate the support so much. Thank you so much.
Little does this clown know the conversation is about to go a whole nother way.
Are you done? Yes, I am, sir.
Okay, my turn to speak. You are part of the problem, my friend. You're trying to create more race divide than bridging the gap. I do not condone anything you do. You do not have any...
That's called white guilt.
No, let it go. Of my son, let me finish. I give you your time. You take my son's face off your website. I am not associated with you.
You're creating more Austin Metcalfs with your weakness,
As
sir.
you can see, Jeff Metcalf was not buying it whatsoever. He wasn't interested in political talking points, racial division, or any of that shit. He wanted to just focus on his son.
Nah, he didn't want to focus on his son. He see, Jeff just went hood off in a rant that I just played, y'all. He had to portray like it wasn't about race. He had to portray like he didn't want to align himself with the white supremacists. Because as you guys see now in his rant, all he doing is talking about black people. That's all he doing. He ain't saying nothing productive. He ain't doing nothing productive. He just going on a bunch of rants about black people.
And the only reason these white people are so upset and Austin father is online popping shit is because Austin didn't get a chance to kill KARMELO first. Yeah.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said, bro. They just mad, right? Because Austin didn't get the chance to unalive KARMELO. KARMELO still got his life. So they have to run around here, make memes, celebrate, talk about him having 35 years. That's cool. The appeal is in. The grassroots is on the ground. We talking about this on a day-to-day basis. We exposing Collin County. We exposing the judge, the DA, the prosecutor. We ain't stopping. We're not going to stop fighting for KARMELO Anthony. See, you can't do nothing about Austin. He's done. He's cooked. He ain't coming back. Because of his father and because of his actions. Olivia said, please fill out the form to see the real video. KARMELO was trying to get away and was pulled back by his hoodie before the poking. I can send a link in words to copy and paste. Please send it to my email, Olivia. My email is in my bio. Yeah, it's in my bio. Please, because I'm filling out a request today. If they don't send me the video and by email, I'm going down to Texas as soon as they grant me the thing. I'm taking off work. I don't give a damn. I'm going down there to see that video. I am going down there to see that video. If you got a website, put it in the chat. I am going down there to see that damn video.
That's why they're upset. I'm telling you what I know. That's why they're mad. That's why they're outraged right now. Yeah. You seen that picture of them white boys carrying them guns, toting them guns? Yeah. Yeah. He trained them how to shoot. Them boys hunt for fun. They're bloodthirsty. That's why they're upset. This is a scoreboard type of situation. They don't give a fuck. They want to send a message. You don't have the right to take out one of ours. You don't get to defend yourself against one of ours. Exactly. That's why they're upset. This is what it boils down to.
Yeah, they upset because they know Austin was a degenerate. They know Austin was a thug. He was an animal, Austin and Hunter, right? They were just suspended from school last week. The coach didn't want them to be there. The coach only told them to be there as in a leadership role. But white America is trying to portray like Austin had some type of authority over KARMELO. He didn't. I wish, if I was in high school, I wish one of y'all would come up to me and tell me to move and try to redirect me to go do something from you. A child don't have the authority to tell another child what to do. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Okay, Olivia, appreciate the $2 super chat. I'm going to put the email. If you can look in the description or the bio is in my bio. If you can look in there and put the email should be in there. If it's not in there, let me know. I'm going to put it in the chat. Yeah, they crashing out. They chimping out because Austin lost. Right? Because KARMELO was on a varsity team. He was there to support the junior varsity team. And it started pouring down raining. His school didn't have a tent. He was just sitting under the tent. If Jeff would have raised his boys like the Anthony family raised Anthony, he would still be here. But his sons was racist. They were some piece of shit white boys who had low impulse control, a history of bullying people, and they also was out of control because Jeff was not in the home with them. Jeff can be online talking this all he want to talk. He was not there for those boys. That mother raised them boys. You wasn't there. And then when the boys was with you, you want to tell them how they need to be hating black people. And you know you failed them boys. And you need to hold yourself accountable. White America need to hold themselves accountable. Because every time something happen with one of your own, y'all always want to point the finger. Y'all don't even got this much smoke with the guy that blew Charlie Kirk head off. Oh, I'm sorry. Charlie Kirk overdosed off metal. He overdosed. He didn't get shot. Charlie Kirk actually overdosed. I'm sorry.
They don't give a fuck. Listen, even if it was a white person that took out Austin, we wouldn't even seen it on the news. We wouldn't even seen it. They don't care about shit like that. They don't. White on white. Why you think when Renee Good got killed by the ICE, they don't care about that.
Right.
When Kyle Rittenhouse went over there and killed them 2 people, they don't care about that. They don't give a fuck about none of that. It's if you black and defend yourself. Who the fuck do you think you are? That's when they care.
Exactly.
That's why that boy said he think Carmelo should be hanging on a tree.
Yep.
Because black people don't have the right to defend themselves. That's
because if it was the shoe was on the other foot, they'll be like, Carmelo was self-defense. It'll be self-defense all day long. Self-defense all day long. Let me go over here.
Secret Service Sam here for the
to Secret Service Sam page and see some updates on him. Yeah, he overdosed off lead. Y'all didn't know? Charlie Kirk didn't get shot. He overdosed off lead.
Secret Service Sam here, and I have a Secret Service Sam here, and
hold on, let me see, can I find it?
Secret Service Sam here with an update on the Carmelo Anthony trial. There has been a temporary special notice to potential requesters. It says all requests for copies or access to the Ku Kendall security footage from April 2nd, 2025 track
Make sure you guys
will be denied pursuant to prior
smash that like button. Smash that like button. Support the channel. I appreciate everybody that's super chatting and donate to the channel. Let's get it.
Carmelo Anthony trial. There has been a temporary special notice to potential requesters. It says all requests for copies or access to the Ku Kendall security footage from April 2nd, 2025 track meet will be denied pursuant to prior determination from the Office of the Attorney General.
You see, this is crazy. This is crazy. They going out their way to make sure we can't see this video.
In accordance with the Attorney General's ruling, the security footage is permanently exempted from release under Chapter 552 of the Texas Government Code, the Public Information Act, in conjunction with Texas Government Code Section 418.182. The Attorney General's ruling in this matter is dispositive. A copy of Attorney General's ruling could be reviewed here, and there's a link. So the people who've seen this tape have seen it, and that's all who's gonna see this, guys. They are trying to close the doors on this one. I love everybody who is speaking up. I want to let you guys know it does not go past me how much love and support I have received in this last week or so covering this case. I cover all cases. I cover pop culture. I do comedy. I'm a musician. I just want to thank everybody who has dipped into my DMs to show me love and right back at you. I love you guys. I can't tell you how much I love you.
Bro, these people are really denying people access to the security footage right now. But as you guys seen the interview that I played about the judge talking about that this is fair. This is fair. No, his appeal wasn't denied. No, it wasn't denied. They are denying people access to see the footage right now. That's what they doing. Even though it's public records, you can still get access to it. They are denying access to the footage, bro. You see how far they are going to keep this under wraps? They trying to keep this video a secret. He's already convicted, y'all. Why y'all won't show us the video? Y'all already convicted him on murder. But y'all denying people access to. I'm still gonna fill out the form. Bro, these people I'm going down there to Texas. Watch. I'm gonna vlog the whole thing too.
What's going on, America? I hope everybody's well. I know it's hard to say for a lot of you. Look, let me say this. I'm getting a whole lot of people making negative comments when it comes to my videos, and I'm fed up with it.
Somebody said for the ones that seen the video, why they didn't record it or on a separate device. They was requested to leave cell phone devices outside the rooms, and they had to sign a NDA that they can't record it or nothing like that. So if they would have recorded that thing with like some metal glasses or some type of secret gadget, they would have ended up getting sued or getting locked up. Because I played all 5 of the people that seen the video. All of them said that they had to sign a NDA or something like that they can't record it. You can only see it in a room with somebody watching you. You can watch it 2 minutes before the incident or 11 minutes before the incident, but they did not allow anyone to record it.
I've just blocked so many. I've even shared screenshots of some of the comments. Y'all gotta stop. As grown-ass adults, and you act so inhumane. If you don't know about the rule of law, shut the fuck up.
I'm looking for a particular video. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. I think it's this one.
Let me just say this. To all of you on this app that are attacking me, that are making a bunch of rhetoric, negative comments on my videos, I don't give a fuck about you. I don't need you. This is just a TikTok social media app. You all are crazy. You can't understand that I have a right to my opinion.
They don't care about your opinion.
How would you feel if this happened with your children?
Hold on, this ain't the video I'm looking for, y'all. I'm looking for this other video he snapped on, man. They probably done blocked it off her because he was cooking. I think it's this one.
This moment that I do believe that it's possible that this was a good old boy club down there in Texas. The prosecutor, the defense, the judge. I can't prove it, but I have very, very good suspicion when I see a defense attorney provide the type of defense that this particular defense attorney did. Do you know that a lot of people are prosecutors before they become defense attorneys? There's a reason for that. They come out of law school, they become a prosecutor, they learn so much about the rule of law. They see how it works being a prosecutor, how the system works. Then all of a sudden, they say, you know what? I want to represent who may be the innocent.
Yeah, they not allowing you to record. The people who watch the video, let me see, let me play y'all the video, matter of fact. For the people who haven't seen the people that actually watched the video, let me play you the two people that saw the video. Let's see. These people be taking down videos so fast. They be on some hating ass shit, especially on TikTok. Yeah, this is it right here.
What we also have with us is people who actually saw the controversial.
But it's low. Let me see.
Austin Metcalf and Carmelo Anthony, and they're going to speak to that. They're going to speak to exactly what they saw when they introduced their public information request. And I think that you're not going to be surprised by what they saw, but we want to make sure that we get this information out to the public. So we'll start with T. Sturdy.
Hi, my name is actually Tony Sturdivant. Again, I was one of the ones that saw the video. It's kind of bewildering that it doesn't align with the testimony that was presented. What I saw in the video was four little.
Keep your voice up.
What I saw in the video was actually more than 4 kids. There were 6 kids.
Should we hold it? We can hold it.
Okay.
Yep. Hold it.
Yeah. There were actually 6 kids that walked up in the stadium. 2 splintered off. 4 went directly to Carmelo Anthony. And there was a brief conversation.
You're gonna have to start over, sorry.
All right. Start over?
Yeah. That's clean. Start again. Keep your voice up.
All right. Yeah, so again, my name is Tony Sturdivant. I was one of the individuals that put in a FOIA request to see the video. What I saw was starkly different from the testimony that I heard given in the trial. There were 6 kids that walked up, 2 splintered off. I guess that part was introduced in the trial where they went to deflect the coach. The other 4 walked directly to Carmelo Anthony. There was a brief conversation, I say maybe 20, 30 seconds, and from there, a scuffle ensued. It didn't last long. Carmelo backed out the back of the canopy. He looked one way, looked to the left, and flew down those bleachers. Now, this is the video that was presented to us. This is the questions that I have, though. Why wasn't that video presented in court? And is it the true video? Because, again, it's starkly different from the testimony given in the trial. Carmelo Anthony flew down those bleachers, fell at the bottom of the bleachers, got up, took off. It was maybe 2 or 3 kids that you can see kind of give chase, but Carmelo was gone, so they weren't even going to put a finger on him and touch him. Again, there was a scuffle that ensued at the top of the bleachers, and Carmelo got out of there. But I don't know why that was not brought up in court. I don't know why that was shown. I don't know if the ISD gave us a bogus ass video. I don't know, but that's what I saw.
Yeah, everybody saw. Everybody who saw the video said the same thing as this gentleman just said. But all white America gotta say is, oh, that's a lie. That's not true. He didn't get jumped. And they haven't seen the video. So we should believe y'all. Right? We should believe y'all. I played almost 6 people on my channel for the past 3 days. 3 or 4 days. All 6 people said the exact same thing when they saw the video. That 4 guys jumped Carmelo. But the narrative is it was just a push, a shove, and a stab. That's what they want y'all to believe. They want you to believe that, I don't know why he stabbed Austin. All he did was push him. Why he didn't fight him? No. Hunter jumped in, and 2 other people on his team jumped in. It was 4 of them on our good brother Carmelo. And he had to do what he had to do to get out of there. And then they charged him on murder with the intent to harm somebody. If KARMELO really wanted to unalive Austin, he would have poked him at least 5 or 6 times. This is how you know he did not mean to do this. He didn't think this out. He didn't plan this out. He didn't think this out. This was an accident. He was scared. But y'all just mad that the animals that Austin and Hunter is, Austin lost this one.
Hello, everybody. I'm an advocate for Carmelo Anthony. My name is T. And when I went to see the video, they ask if you want to see it from either 2 minutes before the stabbing or 11 minutes before. So I chose 11 minutes. From the moment she pressed play, Carmelo Anthony was already sitting up underneath that canopy. And he was sitting there for at least 8 to 9.5 minutes. You see, well, I saw a boy in a black hoodie go over to him first, and then they left out of the tent, and then you see coming across the field was another 6 boys. When they got to the bleachers, one, he went out of frame, and the other one sat at the bottom.
Make sure you guys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. This is the hardest show on YouTube, and hit that notification bell if you want to become a member of the channel. Link in the description and the bio. Let's get this work.
The remaining 4, they went directly to Carmelo Anthony, and like T said before, it was a brief conversation, and then all you see is commotion. And we know from the interviews that Hunter did, we know that Hunter was, in fact, up underneath that tent. The next thing you see, you can see Carmelo, in the midst of them assaulting him, you can see Carmelo trying to back out, but he gets pulled back forward. The next thing you see is Carmelo, he comes shooting out the back, but he's still not standing. And he had to like kind of crab crawl backwards, and he had to like jerk away from them because they still had a hold of his hoodie. He goes up a couple bleachers and he's looking around for which way to go. He runs diagonally down the bleachers and then he falls. At the time of him falling, that's when I noticed another 3 boys coming down the bleachers chasing after him. But once Carmelo got up, he took off. You didn't see him for the rest of the video. At no point in that video do you see Hunter holding his brother. At no point in that video do you see those boys ever going back to the tent and sitting down.
Crazy.
That was all a lie. And I also have questions. I don't know how the defense did not play that video, because when you see that video, it was self-defense. Carmelo,
yeah, they didn't play the video because they know it was self-defense, and they continue to hide this video from the public after they already sentenced Carmelo. So it's no point of trying to hide this video. It seemed like they trying to do some editing of the video, but people have already saw it. Everybody is explaining this video the same way. Carmelo Anthony was jumped. And what makes it so crazy is that his defense team didn't even push the issue to get this video played in the courtroom. He only had 6 witnesses testify on the behalf of his defense team was in on this fix as well. Yeah, Hunter said he grabbed Carmelo's bag. And then he said Austin grabbed it. I played 6 people on this channel, guys, that described the exact same thing that happened in this video. It was 4 boys jumping Carmelo. See, if we continue to let white news media, the white news media out here, they want to paint Carmelo as this thug, but he's not. As this criminal that went to this track meet with a knife looking to stab somebody. That's what they want you to think that this case is. Without no facts, no nothing. Because they didn't want Carmelo Anthony to defend himself. They just wanted Austin to defend himself. They wanted Austin to have some type of authority over another student. If it was bothering Austin this bad, see, Jeff, you talking all this shit on the internet right now, right? This is how I know you failed your son. Because if your son had any type of courtesy or pay, like if he see another fellow student from an opposite team or an athlete, he wouldn't have been like, oh, it's cool. He just sitting there because it's raining. Obviously, it's no point of me trying to kick him out in the rain. Why would I want to do that? If I'm not a racist, if I'm not a degenerate, if I'm not a piece of shit. And that's what Austin was, a piece of shit. Him and his brother and his father. And his father is proving it. See, our brother KARMELO was an upstanding citizen, and that's what's making y'all mad. Y'all can't find nothing out about him, so y'all have to create lies. The white news media have to create lies about KARMELO. But I asked the question, y'all. Where's the video? Austin got exactly what he deserved. Putting his hands on somebody when he had no business confronting KARMELO. If KARMELO was bothering him that bad, because Austin was a racist. Hunter is a racist. They was raised by a racist. And the mother know that. You know why the mother know that she got 2 pieces of shit as sons? She's not talking. She's not going in depth about her sons. She's not doing none of that. Because she know her and Jeff raised 2 degenerate sons. And Hunter is on his way where his brother at if he don't get his act together.
Only 5'8", 130-something pounds. And Austin and Hunter Metcalf were 6'1", 220-something pounds. So for people to say that he should have used his hands, people can die from fights, from people using their hands. And that's all I'm going to say for right now.
So I want to say that this press conference is for people who saw the video, because we want to make sure that we get that information out there. The other thing is that we have noticed major disparities when we look up.
Yeah, bro, and it's like, and I'm seeing Charleston White out here crashing out, talking about how, you know, he ain't supporting the Metcalf family. I mean the Anthony family no more. See, Charleston White is a problem, bro. Like, he's the major problem in this situation because he manipulated the Anthony family to even hire a white lawyer. He's the reason. And he's mad that the father is not acting like he want them to act. He just out here losing his mind, crashing out. You OJ. No, the reason why Austin is not here because of Austin. Austin should have kept his hands to himself, and he would never been, you know, having dinner with Charlie Kirk.
Charleston White, what's up, you big-headed son of a... I heard you like to talk on dead kids' names and start race shit in our communities. Well, I'm here to stand up to yours. I want to fight at Redneck Brawl. Me and you, bare knuckle, whatever. See, I ain't no island boy, no keyboard warrior. I ain't no island boy, but I do swing this axe some days all day long and split wood just for the hell of it. Hey, we at the same weight class? Well, I'm going to see what you're about. You want to talk about dead kids? Hey, you let me know if you fucking man enough. God bless you.
Leave the guy alone. The guy.
Somebody said, and I want you guys to really pay attention to these low IQ Neanderthals, right? White America out there. In these people brain, they said that because he brought a knife to a track meet, that means he was planning to use it. I went to Walmart this morning and I had my weapon on me. Does that mean that I went to Walmart and planned to use my weapon because I had my gun on me in Walmart? I take my gun with me everywhere I go. That means I meant to use it. See what it is. Y'all are crashing out and losing y'all mind because Austin lost. He did not get charged with bringing a knife to the track meet. And I hate to have to keep repeating myself, but I just feel like I'm going to say it in a way. And I know it's going to go in one ear and out the other for you low IQ white people in the chat, because y'all want to find some type of way to get out of this situation instead of holding the person accountable for getting us in this situation we in now. Austin is the reason why we in this situation now. If Austin would have kept his fucking hands to himself, he would not be worm food right now. He's no longer here because of his actions. KARMELO didn't bother nobody. He didn't say nothing to Austin. He didn't go there looking for Austin. There's nothing illegal with having a knife with you at the track meet. See, I told you guys that these white people don't have nothing to talk about. They have nothing. People carry pocket knives all the time. You think KARMELO was the only person there with a knife? Really? If you would have searched majority of that stadium, over 50% of people would have had some type of sharp object in their pocket, in their purse. But y'all don't have nothing to say, so y'all just got to pull something out y'all ass. If it was illegal for him to have a knife, they would have charged him for, because it's illegal to have weapons at school. They did not charge him for that. So why y'all keep bringing it up? I go to places all because this degenerate inside the chat said, when you bring a weapon, you plan to use it. I brought a weapon with me to Walmart this morning. I didn't plan to use it. I went in there, got my stuff, and went home. But if one of y'all would approach me and threaten my life, you see, y'all stupid.
God has buried his son. Motherfucker still got skin on his. How long that? No. He probably bones now. He probably bones now.
He say he probably bones
I
now.
can only imagine what I can only imagine what his brother feel like watching him. I couldn't imagine watching my brother die and I stand there and do nothing. Fuck. One little bitty guy, this brother.
Just the deal, YouTube. We got Charleston White. Respect. Then we gonna see to get them all riled up, man. Get in the car.
The black community. I want to start by saying that I am not inherently a racist person.
Anytime a white person say this, guys, when they start off their sentence saying that I am typically not a racist person, they're racist and they finna say some racist shit. This is textbook racism.
What they got to say to Charleston, and then we gonna see what Charleston White had to say to them to get them all riled up, man. Get in the car.
The black community. I want to start by saying that I am not inherently a racist person. I'm a person that is based off of a couple of things. One of them is respect. If you don't come at me with respect, or you don't hold your own self to a high level of respect to the people around you, etc. And it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're purple, it doesn't matter if you're a fucking Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa. The second one is kindness. How do you treat people? Are you a dick? Do you try to get over on people? If that's you.
You see how stupid this guy is in the chat? He said he admitted to plan to use the gun if he brought it to Walmart in certain situations. If anybody got a weapon on them, CJ, I know you low IQ, right? I know you're a low IQ white male. And I know you're not smart. You probably trailer trash. If any gun owner walk around with their weapon on them, if the situation change, you will use the weapon. Are you stupid? Are you this stupid? God damn, y'all dumb as hell. Y'all be the main ones up here talking about how high IQ y'all got. Y'all can talk about all this shit y'all want to talk about. Austin is cooked, okay? Austin is done. He down there line dancing with Charlie Kirk.
miss me. But unfortunately, there are increasingly more amount of black people online talking shit to white people, saying that they're going to come hunt them down.
That's a lie.
Over Carmelo Anthony killing Austin Metcalf. So here is my message to you. You don't want to go up against us.
Why not?
Let me give you a little reminder of history. You were slaves. We weren't. Do I agree with it? No.
See, this is what I mean. He started off the video talking about he's not a racist. Now he's talking about you don't want to go up against us because we had y'all enslaved. Nigga, what? Are you stupid? Are you dumb? You white males are the weakest men on the face of the earth. Y'all are cowards. Y'all are punks. Y'all are nothing like y'all ancestors, and y'all ancestors was cowards. That's why they had to colonize people and enslave people, because they was cowards. Y'all not tough. And I told y'all, they get on the internet talking all this shit, but they don't want to act on it. Just because you had our ancestors enslaved, that means that in 2026, y'all finna do what? Most of y'all are incels. Y'all can't fight. Your women don't want y'all. We got the same guns like y'all. If y'all own any, because they like to bring up, we own the factory, we'll take that too. You're not tough, white boy. You just on the internet talking. And you think 90% of white men is finna go out here and go through a civil war with you?
It's the reality of it. When the other way around, we are extremely capable. We just choose to not do it.
You're not capable of doing nothing. Don't say that y'all just choose not to. What? Are you stupid? This is low IQ 101. See, these white males, they are the real victim in this country. They very low IQ, guys. Very low IQ. This guy said they just choosing not to enslave us right now. It's a choice. No, you can't. It's impossible. There's no way that you can do it. Y'all are 7% of the population. Y'all are the majority in this country, and you can't do it. Y'all are cowards, white boy. Don't you think if y'all had the power to do it and profit off enslaving us right now, y'all would do it? You can't. You don't have the manpower. Y'all are cowards. You just on the internet running your mouth. We got the same guns you got. We got the same military people that y'all got. We got the same thing. We got access to the same weapons, the same bullets. And if y'all own gun stores, we'll take them from y'all. Like, quit talking like you so tough, white boy. Every time you guys see these white supremacists go marching in Nashville or different cities, it's about 13 of them. And they be having masks on because they cowards. They have to hide their racism because they work amongst us. They go to the same stores as us. They want us to patronize their business. And then they get online with fake accounts talking all this anti-black shit. That's how I know y'all cowards. Majority of white men can't fight. Most of y'all can't even do 5 push-ups, let alone handle a gun. You think majority of white men finna take time out their day with their family and the shit they got going on to talk about going into civil war with us? You want to go on a civil war with us, but every day y'all get on the internet talk about how afraid. Jake Long just said he grew up with black people and he was afraid of black people. We got to stay away from black people. They're violent. They're this. And you want to go to war with us, sir? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
We don't want a problem, but we will fucking finish a problem.
Just like Carmelo did. Just like Carmelo did. Carmelo didn't want no problem, but he fucking finished the problem.
Was raised. Don't ever start a fight, but if somebody starts one with you, you fucking finish it.
Ain't that what Carmelo did? Hold on. So he just made the case for Carmelo. If you're going to start the fight, then he's going to finish it. That sounds like exactly what Carmelo did. Austin started the fight and Carmelo finished it. Thank you, sir.
Don't ever start a fight, but if somebody starts one with you, you fucking finish it. And that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of the position you're putting us in. And you may not be happy that you did it, because I'm seeing people just go around and slap the shit out of white people on the street. You may do it to the wrong guy, or you may do it to a guy who's got somebody like me as a buddy.
You're a tough guy,
I just
huh?
hope you understand that
you're a real tough guy, huh? You gonna stop all of us, huh? Really, Mr. Tough Guy?
poking the bear. You're poking the bear. And I can tell you confidently that the white people, really everyone in America, but mainly the white people, we are fucking done with this.
Okay.
LM. You guys don't even like each other. You guys kill each other in droves.
See, here's the narrative they like to create. See, he finna do the anti-black shit right here. Y'all kill each other in droves. Y'all unalive each other. Sir, y'all kill each other in droves. Y'all abuse y'all children and women in droves. Y'all got a history of violence. Should we go there? But what y'all have to do is lie about black people to make yourself feel bad. Because y'all are evil, white man. You're evil. And whoever made this meme right here is diabolical.
You got Crips, you got Bloods, you got all of it. You guys sit there and brag and rap songs about killing black people. You don't give a fuck about black people. Black people don't care about their own race. But all of a sudden, Black Lives Matter when what? Y'all kill off a white guy? Explain that to me. How does that work? Seriously. I'm really trying to understand the thought process behind this.
You're not trying to
understand. It gets better, though. Here is a guy pissing on Austin Metcalf's grave. Where's George Floyd buried?
I'm just
curious.
They love George Floyd, bro. They be thinking they be making us feel some type of way because they keep bringing up George Floyd. Bro, we don't care. These guys, did y'all forget? And I did a live stream on it. Last October, they was doing blackface. People was dressing up as George Floyd and the police officer kneeling on George Floyd's neck. It was white boys that was wearing Klan outfits. They was dressing up as Trayvon Martin with the Skittles and the Arizona iced tea. They was doing the exact same thing. And I'm pretty sure this crybaby ass white boy didn't say nothing about it. Nothing about it. But he crying about what black people. All they doing is giving y'all that same energy back. You're not tough. Y'all keep repeating this. Black people don't like black people. Black people don't care. That's some shit that y'all created in y'all mind. Because we can say the same thing about your community, sir. With the white males that shoot up schools, that unalive white children. White males that you do you know what against children at a 70% clip, but you don't talk about that. But you worrying about, then update your stereotype, by the way. This Crip and Blood shit, that shit's so outdated, dude. That shit is so outdated. And I understand you butthurt because Austin lost.
Where's George Floyd buried?
Go
a bunch
find
of
out.
white people went to his grave and pissed on it.
Go do
Posted it on social media and said, the next day I'm going to shit all over it because that's what this guy did. What would y'all do? I'm just curious.
Go find
Would y'all
out.
have a temper tantrum and go into the streets or try to find the guy and try to kill him? I bet you would. Let me just give this man a piece of advice. I am better than most as far as finding stuff on the internet or finding out things about people. I have a lot of resources to do that. But it took me about 5 minutes to get all this dude's information, including his phone number. So, sir, whatever your name is, I would think about that before you go and do this because there are people out there who are not fucking around about this.
Okay.
One time. How bad, man? This boy weakened the motherfucker at one time.
Bro, these people be acting like they so tough, bro. Like we supposed to be scared of them. Like we not scared of you, white boy. You not tough. This is It took me less than 5 days to get his number, his address, his phone number. What you gonna do about it? Nothing. You ain't gonna do shit but talk on the line. Like the rest, like most of y'all do. Let me show y'all before I end this screen. Before I go, I gotta show y'all this. This shit right here is I'm gonna try, and this is for educational purposes only. YouTube.
Hey, y'all, I don't like how they trying to start this race war, but y'all know when George Floyd died, Jabari people died, and all these other black folks who died unjustified, bro, these white folks were trolling like crazy, boy. They were trolling so bad, bro.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think these black folks got it, bro. Nah, for real, man. They got this man in every flavor. They talking about they smoke. They made him into a pack for real. Like, what? I talking about they took trolling to another level. What they be say?
Whoa.
One hit and you'll be holding your chip.
Bro, that now y'all out of pocket for that. Y'all out of pocket. Them folk got white Austin runts. It said one hit and you will be holding your chest. Bro, y'all out of line. Now y'all out of line for this, bro. White runts, Austin Metcalf limited edition. One hit and you will be holding your chest. Oh my God. Bro, y'all out of line for this though, bro. Y'all.
You will be holding your chest. Alright, y'all went too far now.
Yeah, they gone too far.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, all jokes aside, bro. I've been sober for like a month, bro. But since I seen this, bro, this blueberry banana pancake, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch.
Damn, they got a blueberry banana pancake Austin pack. Damn, a blueberry pancake Austin pack.
Bro,
I don't smoke, but that sound, you know what I mean? Bro. White runts, bro. These people is out of line. Them folks said one hit.
Bro, man, one hit and you'll be holding your chest. Alright, y'all went too far now. Man, I ain't gonna lie, all jokes aside, bro. I've been sober for like a month, bro. But since I seen this, bro, this blueberry banana pancake, bro, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch sound like it hit, fool. Anybody who got this right here, like, I'm not even trolling, bro. It just sound like it hit, bro. So anybody who got this, hit my phone, hit my DM, and we can get something working. You feel me? I might buy 10 on. You feel me, huh? You feel me?
Bruh, you right, Lizard. Like, they don't like it when the rabbit got the gun. So now they want to be on the internet crying and shit, bro. That's what they doing. They all on the internet crying. Why y'all going up to the gravesite and doing all this? Where George Floyd is buried at? You know how many trolls and memes y'all did on George Floyd talking about 5 years of being sober, right? Blackface, Torah experience. She said, "Where can I get one?" Coming soon. You know what I mean? I want some of that white runts. I want some of that Austin white runts. Y'all need to drop that for real. Bruh, oh God, like these people, that's what I'm saying. We'll take it there. We just got to refresh their memories. Every year they talk about 5 years since I've been sober, 6 years since I've been sober, talking about George Floyd. And who did that white guy bring up? Who did he bring up? Let's play his little soft ass again. What if we go to George Floyd? Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that. Matter of fact, let me see, can I find it? Give me a second. I'm finna find the George Floyd memes. Give me a second.
Get in the black community. I want to start by saying that I am not inherently a racist person.
Yes, you
I'm
is.
a person that is based off of a couple of things. One of them is respect. If you don't come at me with respect, or you don't hold your own self to a high level of respect to the people around you, etc. And it doesn't matter if you're black, it doesn't matter if you're purple, it doesn't matter if you're a fucking Willy Wonka Oompa Loompa. The second one is kindness. How do you treat people? Are you a dick? Do you try to get over on people? If that's you, miss me. But unfortunately, there are increasingly more amount of black people online talking shit to white people, saying that they're going to come hunt them down over Carmelo Anthony killing Austin Metcalf. So here is my message to you. You don't want to go up against us. Let me give you a little reminder of history. You were slaves. We weren't. Do I agree with it? No. But that's the reality of it. Wasn't the other way around. We are extremely capable. We just choose to not do it. We don't want a problem, but we will fucking finish a problem. That's how I was raised. Don't ever start a fight, but if somebody starts one with you, you fucking finish it. And that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of the position you're putting us in. And you may not be happy that you did it, because I'm seeing people just go around and slap the shit out of white people on the street. You may do it to the wrong guy, or you may do it to a guy who's got somebody like me as a buddy. I just hope you understand that you're poking the bear. You're poking the bear. And I can tell you confidently that the white people, really everyone in America, but mainly the white people, we are fucking done with this.
Bro, we don't care about what y'all soft ass talking about. Y'all ain't gonna do shit but be on the internet talking. Y'all ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Nada. You're not going to do nothing. Stop lying to yourself. You're not going to do anything, sir. We don't want to hear it.
I want the problem that
So let me show you what these white men really be doing in this country. I want you guys to watch this.
Can we call my principal and tell him that we'll go in there and
High school track coach gets busted at track meet. While they worrying about KARMELO bringing a knife to a track meet, make sure you guys smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, become a member of the channel so you can support the work we do over here. Guys, let me show you what the white men do at the track meet.
tomorrow? Can't do it today, buddy. I've got a track meet, but I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even think I want you around kids right now, dude.
I met a girl on Snapchat. I mean, on Tinder, and I talked to her a couple times, and she's 15, and so I've never done nothing with her.
No, don't do quotations. Don't say, "Oh, she's 15."
I talked to her a couple times, and she's 15, and so I've never done nothing with her. And I'd snapped her before, and then apparently her grandmother.
Well, her grandma found her phone. He's been texting a 15-year-old for the past month, saying that he can't believe that he wants to fuck a sophomore and he wants to lick her pussy and have her head behind her legs. I have the
You can read them
if you want to read them, but it's just very important that are you the head coach, right? And y'all have a group of girls.
Boys, what's the deal?
Right.
She's on Tinder.
Well, she was on Tinder, and then I met her on Tinder. Then I knew later how old she was, and I've just.
I want you guys to see the behavior of the head coach, right? He's getting very uncomfortable, right? And he finna try to get aggressive with the guy that's exposing his assistant coach for being a pedophile.
What's the deal?
Right.
She's on Tinder.
Well, she was on Tinder, and then I met her on Tinder. Then I knew later how old she was, and I've just kind of separated myself. I've talked to her some, and then she snaps me all the time, but there's never no pictures seen or nothing like that. There's nothing ever happened.
Your smoke show. Hopefully, give you the best fuck of your life. Better question: what you gonna do to me? He said, "I'll let you sit on it." You said you were over 7 inches. Your penis, right?
And he's talking to a 15-year-old. 15-year-old.
You said really deep as well. Is that him? Right? Does that look familiar?
That's me.
Yeah. Does that look familiar?
There's never been any bad pictures seen.
Yeah, but you knew she was 15 and you said you was going to lick her. And when will you be 18 in 2.5 years? Why?
Disgusting.
Just sucks because you're so hot.
And this another white guy exposing him.
It's all bad. Like he knew what he was doing. What grade are you in? 10th. LOL. Dang, that makes me feel terrible. Why? LOL. I'm okay with it. I teach 10th graders and I can't imagine talking to one of them. It's hard to walk away from a hottie like you. Then don't. She says, what? He says, you have no idea how bad I want to. Then he goes to asking how tall she is. And he tells her that she's a high school teacher. And then it goes from that to to bad to worse, right?
Wow.
Yeah, then I said some stuff, but anyway, I haven't never, like, there's never been pictures exchanged. I've never gonna meet her. She lives away, and then he wanted you to know. I asked him.
He said he never was gonna meet her. So why you texting it to a 15-year-old? Disgusting. And white men is the leading demographic in this country, but they focusing on black crime. They focusing on us so goddamn much. They talking about us so goddamn much. Have you guys forgot what Tim Tebow said? I am going to play that for you as well. Shout out to Tim Tebow. Look at these white men.
What do you do next? Like, what's the next step of this deal? Like, what do you want me to do? Because you can take my phone or whatever. But
Look at the coach. Look at the coach behavior. I want you guys to pay attention to the coach behavior. Look at him.
So what's going on? What is the deal?
What's the deal?
The deal is, how do you feel about it first?
I mean, I don't. What is that? Snapchat or whatever?
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you
anything illegal? I mean, has he done anything?
Yeah.
No, this ain't got nothing to do with the Metcalf situation. This ain't got nothing to do with the Metcalf situation.
Solicitation of a minor, computer aid solicitation of a minor. You don't have to meet up with anybody to get that felony charge and get charged as a sex offender. So I just want to know kind of how are you just going to say any? Are you going to tell your principal? Or are you just going to
look at the coach? He don't even care.
I think we should.
He don't even care. He defending it. The coach don't even care, bro. This dude just read this guy out what he's doing on Snapchat with this 15-year-old. And he just sitting there acting like he don't even care. Like it's not even like a shocker. Like, bro, this is sick. Because y'all need to check his email. Y'all need to check his phone.
Call the principal and see. So I can at least leave so everybody knows. This is a pretty important matter.
This video is for the guy, the white guy that's keep talking about all this shit about black people, this and, Jake Lang and Nick Fuentes and the rest of these white supremacists that want to keep talking about black people as their problem. This is y'all problem. Y'all defend this. The district attorney got sued in Collin County for sexual harassment and he lost. He didn't take it to court, but he was somehow able to be on this case to prosecute Carmelo Anthony. These are the people that y'all defend.
Can we call my principal and tell him that we'll go in there and meet tomorrow?
Look at him.
Can't do it today, buddy. I've got to track me, but I can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't even think I want you around kids right now, dude.
Right.
Tell me. Well, they're all.
I think that.
Bro, it's very telling that this head coach standing right there ain't saying nothing. He just seen full-blown evidence of his coach participating in I can't say it on YouTube, with a 15-year-old.
You should probably call it a day today and probably just go home.
Yeah, take your ass home. Get away from children.
These are concerning messages. And I mean, like I said, I can't make you do anything. You can leave and you can go over there right now.
Okay. I mean, the thing about it is, tell me what you want me to do, and I'll do it. You want to meet my principal tomorrow? I can do that. You can come if you'd like.
No, you can go back. You're good. Where's this cop at? We'll just talk to the cops.
Okay.
You can go back and do what you're doing. We'll come out and find you.
What? Listen, man.
What?
Do you want him to walk back? I mean, he's.
I don't care what he does.
Okay, well, quit talking around. I mean, you're beating around the bush.
I'm not beating around the bush.
Get on the bus and sit on the bus. He's not with girls, but I mean, with peas on.
You see that? You heard the coach? The coach upset. Tell me, what you going to do? You beating around the bush. Bro, your assistant coach just got exposed for being a pedophile, and you mad at the guy that's showing you evidence, bro? Wow, they defend each other.
I'm going to say something.
I don't like that music.
The number one offender type is biological fathers, but by far it is being done by middle-aged Caucasian men. Many, over half of them, college graduates. Many of them are educated, good jobs. This isn't just who we're thinking about. Like they're technical savvy, and I think that it is time that we call them out. Like that, we can't stand by and stand back. Like we have to stand up and say, not only are we not doing our job as men, it's actually the opposite. Instead of being defenders and protectors of our families, we're hurting and abusing.
But 1350 is their problem. 1350 is their problem.
Every one of those red dot maps is a unique IP address that is downloaded, shared, or distributing child rape images, almost all under the age of 12. And that's just a 6-month screenshot of it. And there are over 338,000 on there. There's blue dots on there. You can't really see them, but the blue ones are the ones that are under investigation.
In a sea of red.
Isn't that a problem of what we're talking about?
See, shout out to Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow is out here putting in work, exposing these white males.
How does this map exist? And I don't even know. For those of you that missed it today, Tim Tebow testified before everybody that he has a map, and every single one of these IP addresses is someone who downloaded something about hurting children off of the internet. How is every single police station in the country not using this map? If you don't know, an IP address, boom, goes right to your house, goes right to router, goes right. How does this is 380,000. The blue ones are the ones under investigation. Now, this isn't like, oh, this is someone who downloaded something about someone, and like 80% of it is children under 12. How does this map, does anyone have a link to this map live? Because I want to zoom in. I want to go right here. Because let's zoom in. Let's make it personal. Because this is where I live. This is where I live. Why isn't Kevin Hall and every single other chief of whatever, they have the money to write us tickets and have police officers just sitting there waiting for us to go 55 and a 50. But what in the crap? This is a lot. It is insane to me that we have this, and there's one person being investigated right there. That's Spokane. One little blue dot. Boop.
And most of these could be your district attorneys, your judges, your lawyers, your teachers, your police officers. That's why you don't see many of these red dots under investigation, because they participate in this.
4,000 dots around it, which is just crazy. So if this is Spokane, this is Medical Lake, maybe this is Pasco, Pullman. I don't even know. Omak is up here. There's one guy in Omak, but this is wild to me. This is 7 Mile. This is 9 Mile. There is an entire circle right here. This is a cluster northwest of Spokane. Apparently there's just a bunch of people. How does this map exist? How an IP address is an internet provider that goes directly to your home or your office or something. You could take this red dot and find the guy in Spokane Valley and know exactly who downloaded it, the office that they are located. You can follow the wire right up. I don't understand. This should be.
I understand, because just like the Epstein's file, they not releasing the Epstein's file, and they see who in it. They see who's in the Epstein's file, and no one has been arrested. No one.
I was playing for the Denver Broncos, and
so we're gonna we're gonna end it right there, guys. It was a yeah. I talked about that earlier, Rose. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. The DA and the prosecutor was in a lawsuit that they paid out to 6 women, $1.7 million. And I also played the where he came out and did his press conference talking about that it was lies, it wasn't true or nothing like that, but he didn't go to court to fight it. They didn't go to court to fight it. So the public, right, the citizens in Collin County had to pay those 6 women $1.7 million. And that's who was on the case convicting our fellow brother Carmelo Anthony. Yep. That's who convicted our brother Carmelo Anthony. The judge got a sketchy background. The DA and the district attorney and the prosecutor got sexual harassment allegation that they lost. And white America don't even want to come to grips that Austin is no longer here and people is smoking on Austin Pack because they don't want to hold him accountable. Right? They don't want to hold Austin accountable. That's why he's not here. So it don't matter. It don't matter how much y'all cry and whine and chimp out in the comment sections or none of that. That is not going to bring Austin back. Austin made the decision. He had a very low impulse control. He thought he had control over our brother Carmelo, and he showed him otherwise. You can't put your hands on people. You can't go around act like you got authority over people. And we see where he got it from. His father, Jeff Metcalf. That's where he get his bigotry from. That's where he get his racism from. That's where he get his hatred from. Because Jeff Metcalf is a loser, an incel. He broke and dusty and got nothing going on. So now he got a tap dance for the conservative movement. He got a tap dance for the white supremacists so he can have somebody to join because he ain't getting no box. He ain't getting no women. Ain't nobody checking for Jeff. He's cooked. So all the people that want to support him, the Asian community, the Latino community, all of y'all are a bunch of degenerates. Good luck with ICE.